Welcome, family, to another edition of Stranger Thinking Media, where we bring you the gospel of Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, to address the problems of a modern world. So, stay tuned. We have an awesome show for you today. Today's topic, God through the eyes of the Hebrews book launch. The topics we will cover are, about the book and author's statement. Topic 1, about the book. God through the eyes of the Hebrews, the elephant in the temple. Everyone thinks they know who and what God is, but do we ever consider the source? Do we ever consider what the eyewitnesses thought? How did Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob view God? For that matter, how did Jesus and the apostles see God the Father? Would it shock you to know that you probably have it all wrong? This includes mainstream religion. This book digs into these questions and addresses the elephant in the temple. Topic 2, Author's Statement. Topic 2, God through the eyes of the Hebrews, the elephant in the temple. It feels like I've been awakened out of a deep sleep, suddenly startled by the ending of a nightmare. If I had to describe it, it was something like the movie The Matrix. I think many people feel very uneasy about the current state of affairs in the world. It feels like we are living in unprecedented times. Even when I talk to people older than myself, they say the same thing. I read a lot of books, especially historical books and documentaries, and nowhere in recorded history have I seen anything like what's going on today. We are in uncharted waters, just peering up at the constellations to keep a sense of direction at best. I look around at the religions of the world today, and I realize that they are impotent in the face of what we are dealing with today. We have real-world problems, and a lot of people are blaming the Creator or are using the decaying world condition as an excuse to not believe. There is a disconnect. Is the Creator of heaven and earth some kind of sadistic psychopath? People don't stop to consider that maybe it's us, not the Most High. If you think about it, He gave us instructions on how to live in a way that produces peace and harmony. In fact, Torah means instructions, yet we don't follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. We think we have a better way. We think that technology and science is God. As they say, just trust the science. Science has become the new religion in our society. Somehow, we think technology will bring us peace and prosperity. Well, I can tell you this, the only folks experiencing peace and prosperity are the people at the top of these megacorporations and financial institutions. The rest of us live in the real world. Let's take a hard look at where technology is taking us. Just think about it. When man first harnessed the power of the atom, we thought we had found the ultimate energy source. But, like everything else, man has taken that and perverted it into doomsday weapons. We discover the secrets of DNA, and what do we do with it? We manufacture biological weapons. We invent planes, and they become bombers. We invented the internet, and now we live in a surveillance state. I could go on and on. It's like yin and yang. For every great discovery comes a corresponding great danger, unlimited energy or superweapons. And now, we are trying to punch holes in the space-time continuum, and trying to recreate the Big Bang, collecting antimatter, which is capable of being the most efficient and powerful energy source in the known universe. Conversely, it would be the most destructive weapon ever conceived in the mind of man. Science, so-called. Science today has become extremely political. There are hidden agendas behind a lot of what we call science. Let's look at the theory of evolution. The key word has and always will be theory. A theory cannot become undisputed law until it is proven empirically through observation using science's own touted methods. In fact, when you examine evolution, you will find that many scientists today find it very improbable. Some mathematicians say it is impossible. If you think about it, it cannot be observed because, according to scientists, it takes millions of years to happen, so it can never become a law. Also, remember, Darwin did not have the advantage of modern scientific equipment. He had no knowledge of DNA or RNA. It is with this new information that mathematicians are saying that the universe itself is not old enough to have fostered such a change. Remember, genetic deviations tend to actually kill the host, eye cancer. Darwin's theory was a political construct at the time it was propagated. I guess a fish just sprouted legs one day and started doing the shuffle dance on the beach. But this couldn't have gone more than a couple of minutes, because that fish forgot that he had to grow a set of lungs too. Out of this theory came the eugenics program spearheaded by Margaret Sanger. Its sole purpose was to exterminate the so-called undesirables in society. When knowledge of this went mainstream, there was a backlash from the more moral citizens in our society. They changed the name to something more benign, and under the guise of helping poor pregnant women, helped usher in the abortion era. No, they no longer had to kill the indigent in society. Now they could get mothers to annihilate their own offspring while supplying the tools to accomplish it. Now, they are teaching evolution to our young people in the public school system, as though it were some immutable law. Well, I have children in the public school system, and we have these discussions. I could go on and on, but it feels like, we are swimming against the stream. If you are wondering why scientists opposed to evolution don't stand up and speak out, they will tell you that you would be ostracized from the scientific community by those in power. Bottom line, there is always a God to be served. God created the heaven and the earth. This is the first sentence in the book of Genesis, Bereshith, and is the foundation of everything that follows. How often do readers skim through this with extreme alacrity, not realizing how much information is packed into this one crucial sentence? The book of Genesis is replete with foundational knowledge which is necessary to understand all that follows. If I aim a laser beam at the moon and start just 1 degree off target, I will miss the moon by thousands of miles. To understand the Bible, we must be locked on target from the start.